Savannah News TV, we are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happenings in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekole Oluchimi Chapa. Savannah News TV. I'm a leading witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning. Today, 23rd of December 2021. We are towards getting to the end of this year 2021. Precisely, we have 8 days to the end of 2021 when we will usher in the new year. And I pray the new year will meet all of us in good health and in prosperity. Good morning. I remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Lejoka. And this morning, I have to give all our viewers across the world what is happening in our country, Nigeria, via the Nigerian newspaper review. And having said that, before we go to the newspaper review, let's see what is trending. We don't know how far it is true or not. This story is unconnected to Olori Naomi. That is the wife of Ooni of Ife. As we can recollect, this is the second marriage of the Ooni on the throne, and we are hearing some unpalatable stories. We don't know how far it is true. This one is coming from the Star News Nigeria, which says, breaking, Olori Naomi divorces Ooni of Ife. That is coming from the Star News. They claim that Olori Naomi divorces Ooni of Ife. You know, we are still trying to get across to our correspondents in Ile-Ife and in Akure to ascertain this story. But Star News carried it verbatim, quoting the Queen by saying, "I bless the Lord Almighty for his faithfulness in the last 3 years of my marriage. In life's journey, it isn't so far. It isn't how far, still how well. Indeed, though Satan should buffet if trials should come, I have this blessed assurance controlling all situations and saying to me, it is well with my soul." That is coming from Olori Naomi as his parting letter. I don't know, but we are still going to investigate that story to see if it is true. If it is true, which means this is the second time the marriage of the Ooni is crashing. And the rumor was that before now we had a rumor too, through a palace source, that the Olori, the queen, left the the palace some weeks ago on the accusation that she could no longer bear it, that various women were staying in the palace who are mistress to the Oni. And that's what we heard about it. That was the last time we heard about it. And quickly again, there's a rejoinder here which comes from the palace, denounces rumor separation with wife. That is coming from the palace public relation officer, saying it was a rumor, that it is a rumor that the queen has left Oni. I won't say that. Well, with time, we in a short while, in a few days, we know the true story of what transpired there. Whether truly she left the palace, whether truly she has left the marriage or not, we will know. But if it is true, that is not a good. It's not palatable enough for someone who's ought to be our Arule of Oduduwa. He is supposed to be leading by example to others, because if the first wife left, the second wife is living now barely 3 years, then something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. But my advice too to the Olori, when you went to marry a king, you should be expecting to have rivals, to have wives, because kings can marry any wives as much as they want. Example is that of Alaafin of Oyo, Iku Babayeye. You know how many wives he has? A lot of numerous, elegant, young damsel in his palace. Having said that, now, gentlemen, we are moving on to the papers today. First on the list is the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust on the front page, senators collect signatures to override Buhari. You know, we discussed this issue of where Buhari refused to assent to the bill of the electoral bill that supports direct primary. And now the senators are collecting, signatures. You know, are they supposed to collect signatures at this level? When it's passed and they refuse that, they have to override it. Yes, they need 2/3 majority of the Senate to override the president. The question is, can they get 2/3? Because in Nigeria, the moment it's your party member, you follow your party. You say, I'm following my party, even when you know that what is happening is not good. What is happening is not in the interest of the nation. Most of them follows the party. They say, this is where party is going, I'm going. And what they will do now is, I can assure you, Ghana must go. We start flying all over the place in the National Assembly. You know, two things is involved here. Those saying they want to collect signatures may have two motives. They may have a genuine motive to override the president, and also they may have the motive of shaking the presidency so that they can get some Ghana must go for the New Year and Christmas. That is how the politics of Nigeria is being played. I was involved, so I know in depth of what is going on there. Still on the Daily Trust, we have another story. Federal government inaugurates committee on Nigerian Ghana traders disagreement. So on the Daily Trust, El-Rufai meets Buhari, say bandits must be killed. That is coming from El-Rufai, because the killings in the last few weeks in Kaduna State is I don't know what to say. Is overwhelming. Killings every day in tens. You see 30 killed, 40 killed, 50 killed, like that. And where are our security agencies? That is the question we are asking. Those security agencies that the federal government sent to Lekki Toll Gate, where are they? Why can't they send those security agencies to all these trouble spots in Kaduna, in Adamawa, in all that states? The strength that they have, then to go and storm Lekki Toll Gate and kill our innocent youths? Where are those strengths in our security agencies to move on and and um, and um, and tackle all these bandits and terrorists and kidnappers? Still on the Daily Trust now, we move on. 30 years after, non-Plateau indigene appoints Unijos vice chancellor. 30 years. So if we have a scholar in the school that is good, his first prerequisite is that it must be an indigene in a federal institution. This is what is killing us in that country. Tribalism. Must you be from that state before you become a VC of a school? If you are good, so because he's good, but because it's not from that state now, they will not allow him to become VC. But thank God they broke the jinx. I knew when I read few weeks ago that Atairu Jega has been appointed as the pro chancellor, and he is to lead the committee to pick a new vice chancellor. I knew he will be thorough, and he gave it to this man. I think it's from Kebbi or so. So if it is from Kebbi, as long as he's good, as long as he has a resume, why not? Let it be there. At least his jinx has been broken now, and I think other states will take suit. State like Ondo State, like Anambra State, like Kano State. Look, as long as somebody is in the institution, it's a federal institution. It's an institution. That you get somebody employment and is there, even if it's a state institution. As long as he's qualified, let him be it, irrespective of where you come from. You see, that is one of our main problems in that country. Yes, from that now we move now to still on the same Daily Trust. This is coming from Farida Waziri. I hope we all remember her. He was the former EFCC boss. He said banditry has dented Nigerian image. Of course, banditry has dented Nigerian image. That is even an understatement. Of course, they have. And no thanks to a failed government. That is the truth. And it's government are even less, they are less concerned. As I said, there was killings everywhere. There is banditry everywhere. They flew from Abuja. They went to Katsina to go and honor the son of a president because they are giving him a chieftaincy title. They move all the machineries. They move everything from Abuja. The number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 citizen of the country. They move because one boy is being given a chieftaincy title. So you can imagine. You can imagine how we are spending our taxpayers' money. You can imagine how they are spending our taxpayers' money. I said it earlier here. The Prime Minister of Canada, he went to go and visit the mother who is not staying in Canada, he's staying in the US. He went because he went with his official jet. He went with his official jet to go and visit the mother. When he came back here, he became a center of discussion in the house. They almost wanted to sanction him. That why should he use his a country jet for a private visit? They almost wanted to sanction him. He had to come out to apologize to Canadians. That is sorry for what happened. So that is it. That is a country that values, that knows that democracy is at work. Yes, still on the Daily Trust now, we have this. Aisha Buhari denies being pregnant. Sends staff on indefinite leave. You know, we brought out a caption here about a few days ago where we saw the picture of Aisha Buhari in Turkey with the husband, and we saw all indices, all symptoms of a pregnant woman in her. But right now she has come out to deny it. But again, he now sent all his aid. He sent all his aid on indefinite leave. Why? That is the question. Still on the Daily Trust, we have this Ganduje visit Kwankwaso over brother's death. That is coming from the Kano State governor. You know, he went to visit the former governor over his brother's death. This one now we catch our attention to. Police arrest made for killing ex-Edo governor's mother. You know, Ibinedon, the patriarch of Ibinedon, the woman died, the mother of the governor, the wife of Esama of Benin Kingdom. Imagine the maid hit the old woman with pistol when in her sleep. He hit her on her head because he wanted to steal her money. He hit her and stole her watch and stole 100,000 naira, and she fled until she was being apprehended. A demon, you know. She's a demon, housemaid in a demon. That's why we have to be very careful of people that we engage. People we engage as housemaid to take care of our elderly ones. The way they suffer them. Imagine that kind of a woman, a wife to a Sama of Benin Kingdom, a mother of a governor, killed like that. The lady confessed that she hit her head with a pistol while the old man was sleeping. Imagine that kind of death. Even the woman was even shouting, nobody came to her rescue. And until the lady stayed for another 5 hours to mop up the house, pack the valuables, and she fled. But anyway, she has been caught now, and I'm sure justice will prevail. So from the Daily Trust now, we move on to the Vanguard. 76 senators vow readiness to override Buhari's veto. We pray they can do that. We pray it will work, because this is democracy. The 76 senators should stand firm. If they sign it, they will override the president on this direct and indirect primaries issue. Nation security agencies can cope, says El-Rufai. That is the governor of Kaduna State. He's saying the Nation Security Agency cannot cope with insecurity. That is a very, very big, very, very disturbing news coming from a governor. He has said it. He said our security agency cannot cope with what is happening in that country over insecurity. This is coming from a governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai. Diri disagrees with Nosra on Nembe oil split investigation. You know, there was an oil split, and he disagreed with the report of Nosra, who's the agency in charge of our coastal areas on oil activities. The governor of Bayelsa State, Diri, disagreed with the investigation report of Nosra. You can see that on the Vanguard. INEC insists on using technology for election. Everywhere in the world, technology is what they use. I hope they can hold on to that holistically. Rep pass 2022 budget, raise expenditure to 17.1 trillion. Raise expenditure to 17.1 trillion. Wike signs 483.1 billion 2022 Rivers budget of consolidation. That is another one from there. Buhari writes Senate, seek approval for variant of 276.8 billion to fund 2021 budget. You still need another 276.8 billion to fund this year's budget. That is less than a week. 276.8 billion to do what? That is the question we are asking. This one again I have read before. Aisha Buhari directs staff to vacate office until further notice. Ganduje signed 2022 appropriation bill into law. You can see that on the page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. And the front page here is President Muhammadu Buhari receiving the COVID-19 booster dose at the State House, Abuja yesterday, administered by his personal physician, Dr. Shuaib Rafindadi. Dr. Shuaib Rafindadi is personal physician. We are still on the Vanguard. Still on the Vanguard on the issue of Sylvester Oromoni. You remember him, the Dowen College student that was killed. Court admits 5 Dowen College students to 1 million bail each. They have been bailed by 1 million naira each. Is it a bailable offense? What are they charged with? Because to me, I have not seen where murder is a bailable offense. I have not seen what they are charged with anyway, but somebody's life was involved here. This one is coming from that story of the demon. You say her name is Dominion Okoro. I call her Demon. The lady that killed the Igbinedion's mother. Let me just read the story here. The suspected killer of Mrs. Maria Igbinedion, mother of former governor of Edo State, Dominion Okoro, has opened up on why she killed the old woman. The suspect, who was arrested by the police operative in Calabar, Cross River State, about a week ago, allegedly killed Mrs. Igbinedion on December 1st, 2021, and absconded with some of her valuables, including jewelries. The 25-year-old suspect was paraded alongside 427 others arrested for various crimes in the state by the state police commissioner, Philip Ogbadu. She's now saying how she killed her. Speaking with journalists, Dominion said he had been a maid with the deceased for 1 year and 3 months. Where are somebody 1 year, just 1 year and 3 months, and they left her alone with the woman. And that she took good care of her. She claimed that the old woman took good care of her. You can see demons. You can see demons here. She said we used to massage her body. So on December 1st at about 11 p.m. that day, after massaging her body, I made the bed for her to sleep. After that, I decided to steal her money from the drawer, and she saw me and shouted. So I hit her head with a stool and she died. When I counted the money, it was 100,000, and the jewel, and I ran to Calabar where I was arrested. Imagine. The woman was not even sleeping. She just finished massaging the woman, and she was trying to steal the woman's money, and the woman raised alarm. Why are you stealing my money? What are you doing there? And the next thing she did was to carry a pistol and hit the woman on the head. Oh my God. Yes, from that demon here, we are still on Vanguard. Court remands Mason for allegedly defying 9-year-old girl. Kaduna State Magistrate Court yesterday ordered that a Mason, Ahmed Usman, who allegedly defied a 9-year-old girl, be remanded in a correctional center pending legal advice. Imagine. EFCC arrests man with 576 ATM cards in Kano Airport. They are all still on the Vanguard newspaper. They are all still on the Vanguard newspaper. Still on the Vanguard newspaper, we have this. 78% of Africans willing to get vaccination. That is coming from the World Health Organization report. Still on the Vanguard. We have this here. Works Ministry NNPC signs 621 billion tax credit MOU for 21 critical roads. Will the money be used judiciously? That is the question. Monthly petrol subsidy hit 220 billion in November, highest in 2 years. 220 billion. That is the petrol subsidy. The 220 billion is more than enough to repair our refineries. Both the one in Eleme, the one in Kaduna, the one in Warri, and see what is happening. May God save us in that country. Right now, from the still on the Vanguard, Southwest Governor order Amotekun to begin 24 hours patrol. Because even yesterday we heard that a priest was kidnapped in Ondo State. So all our people should be watchful. Supreme Court judgment. Panic as Shangisha landlords take over 549 plots in Magodo. That is coming from the Vanguard newspaper about the Supreme Court rulings, that is the Supreme Court. That is the highest body. After the Supreme Court, if I'm not satisfied, the next place to go is to God Almighty. Supreme Court have ruled, and the Omoniles are ready to take over 549 plots of land in Magodo. I saw the video where they brought in bulldozers and security agencies to start marking houses for demolition. I sympathize with house owners that bought houses, that bought land from people, and now I think they have to resolve it on how to. Lagos State government should wade into this, how to compensate those people if these people insisted on carrying out the judgment by the Supreme Court. Lagos State government should come out now to salvage the situation on how to compensate both parties, because somebody has built his house, paid everything, received everything. Now Supreme Court just said Supreme Court says it's now illegal. The state should come to these people's aid. I can imagine how people have suffered to build houses, and now they are bringing bulldozer to bulldoze it or to resell it. Or better still, let the landlord association and the state government renegotiate with the owners of the land, because if this land are being demolished, they will still sell those lands at the end of the day. They should come into agreement on how do I put it? If they want to sell the land to them again, then the state government can come in on this story. You know, we can come in again to wade in on how to salvage the situation. Adeboye's 80th birthday. Spiritual sons, daughters vow to win 8 million souls. That is for Pa Adeboye of the Redeemed Church. 80 years birthday coming. We wish Papa many more life on earth. Abiodun approved 100% increase in judges' rental allowances. That is coming from Ogun State. That is coming from Ogun State. We are still on the Vanguard newspaper. Ararume disowns composition of Imo Council of Elders. Says he was not consulted. Your appointment, a call to service. Uzodima tells 18 newly sworn-in commissioners. That is still on the Vanguard newspaper. Still on the Vanguard newspaper, Ijaw aspirants campaign team meet, decide on best way to victory. That is for Delta 2023. They just want to take over, so they are mopping up their strength together. East-West road to go up over 500 billion. That is coming from the federal government. This road, I don't know when they will finish it. Every time it's gulping this, it's gulping that. When are they going to finish this road? Oh my God. Still on the Vanguard now. I think we have this coming from the palace of the Oba of Benin Kingdom, Oba Ewuare II. This is a felicitation of his this year's Igwe festival. For this is coming from Okumu tropical agriculture. Okumu, they produce palm oil. They have their mill in Edo State also. They are congratulating the Oba of Benin. The picture is there, the advert is there for his Igwe festival, this year Igwe festival. The advert is signed by Dr. Graham Heffer, the managing director of Okumu Oil Mill. From there now, I think we are from the Guardian now. We now move to the Business Guardian too. Nigerian commodity terms of trade declines by 2.8%. As export fall by 2.3%. This is not a good. It's not a good one at all. It's because it's going to tell on our country's economic growth. It's not a good one at all. It's not a good one at all. It's not a good one at all. And still on the Vanguard newspaper, we have this one here. You remember him, Chief Albert Kurubo Hosford, for his 80th birthday. Adverts are there, ruling out from his people, from his community, from his friends on his 80 years birthday. We wish Baba the best again and many lives on earth. 80 years, he has really tried. This one in politics now, Vanguard Politics. Akande's book meant to destabilize Southwest. That is coming from Chief Bode George. We said it earlier, that book is uncalled for now. That book is not going to have been published at all for now. I call it a book. I call it Book of Discord. That book is a book of discord that was being released. It's not for the betterment of Yoruba race at all. It has come to disorganize, to disunite the Yorubas. That book is not is doing more harm than good. It's doing more harm than good in Southwest. Insecurity. Monarchs seek more powers to man rural communities. Yes, that's where they always carry out all those nefarious activities. The communities. That's where they go and kidnap people and whatever. So we're still on the Vanguard now. I think now it's just the editorial and all the stuff from Bumi and all the stuff. Now we go to this. We go to sport. Eton Fumes at Nation Cup's Dows. We pray that the COVID Omicron virus will not affect the Nations Cup. That would be a very huge loss. Egbovon rolled out plans for new Super Eagles. Egbovon has taken charge of Super Eagles. I think this is his second coming, if I'm not mistaken. We wish him the best from here. Yeah, we wish him the best from here. And we're still on the sport. Osimhen, I will be available for AFCON. That is coming from Osimhen, that will be available for AFCON. That is going to happen in Cameroon. So will be available for us there to make Nigerian proud. That is a good one. So will be available, and we are wishing them the best of luck. Yeah, from the Vanguard, we now go to this day. Still on the front page, electoral bill, Senate mobilizes to override president's veto. House deferred battles till January. Over 75 senators signed proposal. More expected. I think if they get up to 80, I think they have two-thirds, so they can override the president. They should do that as fast as possible. You see now, Fayemi Autumn praised Buhari for withholding assent to bill. They are praising because they want to get grip of their various states. But the people, the electorate say they want direct primaries. But the governor said no, because that is taking the grip of the state from them. And are they supposed to have the grip of the state? No. This is democracy. The people ought to have the grip of the various states, not the governors. Not the governors. Not the governors. They are all selfish people. They are all selfish people. World Health Organization warns of imminent spike in COVID-19 Omicron cases during Yellowtide, because our people like parties and everything. For instance, here to digress a little, we're supposed to have a party here. That is the Jaff Care Foundation. We're supposed to have a party, but we have to defy it now. We have to stop it. I mean, for now, the party we're supposed to hold on the 26th of this month, precisely on Sunday, has been called off because of the restriction imposed by the government of Canada to curb these COVID-19 escalations. So I hope Nigerians should follow suit to curb it. You have to forgo a lot of things. Now, you can stay in your house and celebrate your Yellowtide. And then even if you are going out, make sure you respect all the norms of COVID-19's restrictions. You see. Yeah, and Buhari inaugurates $73 million intervention to boost sugar sector. I hope those money will be utilized. As I said earlier, Nigeria has a very good template, but execution is the problem. When they allocate money for some certain sector, people there are waiting on how to pocket all those money. We have a very good, robust template, but execution is our problem in Nigeria. Still on this day, federal government secured $700 million World Bank loan to tackle poor water supply. Another $700 million World Bank loan to tackle poor water supply. See the question: would they utilize it well? Will this money goes to what they have secured the loan for? Will this money not go? Will this money won't be diverted for other things? $700 million. That is billions of naira. Another loan from the World Bank. As I said earlier, this government borrows. The government borrows has surpassed all the borrowing of Nigeria from inception of Nigeria to date. What they have borrowed in the last 6 years, it surpassed all the borrowing that Nigeria has done from inception, from 1960. What they have borrowed in the last 6 years, go and check it out. But is there anything to show for it? That's the question we're asking them. If you borrow this money and we have security, we have water, we have housing, we have food, we have employment, nobody will talk. Nobody will raise an eyebrow. But you borrow all this money in trillions, we still have insecurity. We still have hunger. We still have no accommodation, no housing. We still have unemployment, and they continue to borrow every time. Now they have borrowed another 700 million for water from World Bank to tackle water now. We still come here in the next 2 years again. There is no water. There is no good water in areas in some most areas in Nigeria. We still come back to say, oh, there is no good water. So what have you done with this money? So that's why we said we have the template, but the execution is the problem. They have all the template. That 700 million, I can assure you, 70% of it will not go for water. 70% of this will not go for water. It's the only country I've seen where election is coming. They will go and get some headings, to get to pull out money from the federation account for election. They will go and get money from defense, get money from education, get money from health. Those money they will pull it out and they will pump it into electioneering. You can imagine. So tell me, how would they get it right? This is coming from the editorial, the Bola Tinubu dilemma. Does APC want to win with him or lose without him? Asks Tanko Sule. It's an editorial with this day. Go and check it there. The rising cost of cooking gas is still an editorial too. Is there. Go and check it there. Because I learned that cylinder now is going for about 10,000 to refill your gas. 10,000. That is serious. Still on this day now, we are having the major players for chairmanship of aspirants for APC. When APC's chairmanship aspirants explain their plans, I can see pictures here of Almakura, Akume, Mustafa, and Yari. I think these are the major players that want to become the chairman of that party. Goje to Gombe governor, stop persecuting my supporters, respect court orders. That is coming from Goje, the former governor of Gombe State, attacking Governor Inu Ayaya of Gombe State. Now we come to the futures. Still on this day, undernutrition remains a major health problem among Nigerian school children. That is coming from Ms. Philomena Oji, Country Director, Helen Keller International. That is it for that. And we're coming now to entertainment. 2021, a stellar year for Viacoms Networks Africa. That is in the future. I can see Whiskey there, and I can see with Erica there too, on that entertainment sector of this day. I think for this day now we okay. Another good one here on our Olakpo. For sustainable borrowing, fiscal imbalances must be addressed. Of course, fiscal imbalance must be addressed, because if you are borrowing for sustainable borrowing, fiscal must be addressed. Must be addressed. And that is it. A tribute now for Agbai, a worthy leader. Stay on that on this day on Agbai, who was the Abia State Commissioner for Information between 2000 and 2003. They are trying to honor him there. I think with all this, we have come to the end of our paper review for today, and we still advise our people, be watchful. Our people back home in Nigeria, be security conscious, be watchful, because the rate of kidnapping and banditry is on the increase, and it seems that the Nigerian security agencies has no answer, has no solution to it. So you have to be your self keeper. Be watchful and watch your back, and make sure you are very vigilant. Watch your surroundings, because anybody picked now at this early stage, you'll be asking for millions, which you cannot. Where do you get the millions from? And so also our motorists too. Our advice from Savannah News Television is that be very careful on the road, how you drive, to avert accident. And on this junction, we call it a day, which this morning paper review of 23rd of December 2021. Having said that, we wish everybody the best of this remaining days of the year, and just be careful and be good to your neighbors, and be a good neighbor's keeper. When you have rice, share with others of your neighbor that does not have at this Yuletide season. I know rice is out of the reach of the common man, but if you are opportune to be able to afford some, share with your neighbors. That is coming from Savannah News Television. I remain your host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle, reporting from Savannah News Television, Toronto studio. Thank you, and hold on for our advert, and please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just hit the like button and subscribe. It's free of charge, but that would go a long way to keep us in business. Good morning.